Hello, my name is Danielle Berman, and I'm an industry account manager here at Microsoft. Today, I will be discussing the power of targeting in native advertising and why it's so important to have a targeting strategy in order to reach your goals and KPIs. So let's jump right in. I want to start out and give you a brief overview of the targeting in native advertising as a whole and the keys to success. Remember, the more targeting options you test, the more levers you can pull in terms of meeting your KPIs. So here are some things to keep in mind. First, check out the menu of targeting options and understand your ideal consumer. Most platforms have a variety of targeting options, whether it's demographic, device, or location based. Really think about who exactly you're trying to reach and who exactly is trying to reach you. Also, think about your goals and KPIs. Are you looking for awareness, consideration, conversions, or all of the above? By understanding the suite of targeting options and your ideal consumer, this will allow you to come up with the strategy to set you up for success. And next, choose audience targeting features to start with. Now that you have a better understanding of the targeting features, now it's time to narrow it down and choose which ones fit your goals and would allow you to reach your ideal consumer. Also, think about what first-party data you could utilize. It's really important to leverage your own data across platforms, especially as we approach a cookieless world. And typically, it's recommended to start off with a remarketing list or third-party audiences to guarantee success. And also keep in mind what targeting tactics are working for you on other platforms will most likely work on others' channels such as MSAN. So if it's not broken, don't fix it. And next, separate campaigns for each targeting type. I often see a single campaign with multiple targeting tactics. And while it's great that advertiser is very eager to use all the features, it's not the best in terms of reporting. So separating campaigns for each targeting type really allows for a more streamlined data across the board, making it much, much easier to optimize. And next, be thoughtful and specific with targeting. It's much better to start out broad and narrow it down because you could always get more granular. A lot of times I see advertisers targeting too small segments and wondering why they're not getting any scale. We want to be specific, but we would much rather start off broad so you can narrow it down based off data. And last but not least, combine dimensions and learn about the and versus or functionality. So piggybacking off of being thoughtful and specific, you can layer on audience segments with an and or statements. So or statements are recommended because it's a broader approach and will get you more scale. But if you want to be more niche, you could do an and statement as well. So now that I went over the broad keys to success, I want to touch upon what sets our targeting apart from other platforms. At Microsoft, we really focus on delivering great experiences for people through personalization that leads to better marketing performance for you. To do that, we innovate through audience intelligence to identify consumer intent and apply AI to increase your performance and efficiency. Microsoft's audience intelligence consists of a robust, privacy-safe consumer data sets, including search and web activity, LinkedIn personal and professional profiles, demographics, and we apply this machine learning algorithms to develop audiences based on a powerful set of attributes such as product and brand preferences, purchases and conversions, content preferences, and location. So we offer targeting solutions built off this intelligence that help you deliver a more relevant message at the right time to the right audience. These insights are an important asset in our vision to create better solutions for marketers using rich audience understanding. So next off, I'll show you our full suite of targeting that is available on our platform. You can really see the breadth of our targeting here. So gender, age, location, and audience, and LinkedIn profile targeting. You could bring in your own first-party data, but can also leverage our own third-party data signals to target with similar audiences and in-market audiences in LinkedIn profile targeting. We really don't like to view ourselves or our platform as a walled garden like others, except when it comes to the data perspective, because this data is only available through the Microsoft Audience Network. And next up, this really lays out your ideal campaign structure depending on your goals. So for performance, we really recommend dynamic remarketing, feed-based remarketing, customer lists, and IMAs. For awareness, over-indexed in market audiences, LinkedIn, similar and unknown. So you will want to use the target and bid strategy for all campaigns except feed-based, where you will use bid only. So essentially, target and bid only shows ads to users within the desired audience target, and you could use bid modifiers to bid up or down depending on preference and priority. And you'll use bid only when you want to bid higher for users within a segment without limiting reach. And last but not least, just campaign setup tips for best practices. I just want to conclude with this, that these best practices go way beyond targeting to ensure that you're set up for success. So first off, go live with 3 to 5 ads, testing different combinations of images and ad copy. And after 7 to 10 days, look to pause out underperforming ads and add in new ones to keep the CTR and CVR in a good, healthy place. Ad fatigue does set in earlier on with native advertising, so I always recommend that we update creatives every 2 to 3 weeks. Make sure that you set image-based campaigns to target and bid, and like I mentioned, any feed-based campaign should be bid only. Break out new ad groups if you have different promotions, ad copy, or ad messaging. Keep the same targeting per each ad group, but this is great for seasonal promotions and pushes. Group in market audience segments by category. If you have multiple categories per segment, it could create relevancy issues, so we definitely don't want that. And once broken out, take a step back and a bird's eye glance to make sure that the targeting is relevant to your messaging and products. And last but not least, tier your audience and bids by position in conversion funnel and ROI. So thank you so much for tuning in. And if you want to learn more about our native solution, check out microsoftadvertising.com/native. Thank you.